Welcome back to South Sound Stadium, where we just watched the USL W Oly Town Artesians take down PDX FC 3-0 in the opener. But now it is time to switch our focus over to the USL W, where the Oly Town women are getting ready to make their debut for the year and for their entire existence. USLW is here in Olympia. We couldn't be more excited, and the roster that we have put together is second to none. But first, a rundown of the league itself. It's the same as the USL 2, USL 1, USL Championship. It's a nationwide league that is broken up into regions and conferences. And we are in the Pacific Northwest, the Northwest Division. Oly Town is on top there, and the teams we will be playing: Capital FC Atletica out of Salem, Oregon, Lane United out of Eugene, PDX FC and United PDX out of Portland. Next year, plans for the Spokane Shadow to join the league as well. But those are the 5 teams in the Northwest Division, and we are looking forward to bringing you today's opening matchup between the Oly Town Artesians and PDX FC here from South Sound Stadium. We have, like I mentioned before, the roster that we have put together that I haven't, but Coach Chris Wells and Coach Rachel Ross have put together is an unbelievable group of talent. I mentioned in one of the pregame or preseason videos that I did that this could be potentially the greatest collection of amateur talent that the South Sound region has ever seen. And that wasn't hyperbole. That is the truth. And it starts at top with the goalkeepers on the team. Shu Oba, the goalkeeper, she'll be number 1. She's not going to start tonight, but Shu Oba did nothing but start for the Japanese U20 national team in the U20 World Cup last year. Japan finished second. She was the starting keeper, and she's on the team. She'll be backing up De'Ara Walton, number 0, out of Utah State University. She is a talent herself, coming from Draper, Utah. Allie Bryan, defensive midfielder from Lakes High School and Kennesaw State University. Number 12, Kendall Sarver from Eldersburg, Maryland. Virginia Commonwealth University, was the Atlantic 10 Rookie of the Year last year. Ranked 46th ranked freshman in the country. She had 8 goals and 2 assists. Sophia Green, forward out of Allen, Washington, North Mason High School. University of Omaha was the 2020 Summit League newcomer of the year. Number 19, Kellen Green out of Littleton, Colorado. She's a 2009 graduate of South Dakota State University and has played for the Colorado Rush and Seattle Sounders in the USL W, and in the last 7 years played for the ISC Gunners in the WPSL. Number 16, Emily Bonnell out of Cottage Grove, Minnesota, currently at the University of Minnesota. Currently at Seattle University by way of University of Minnesota and Baylor University. Had 18 games started last year and 2 assists for Seattle University. Number 24, Sydney Stevens, defensive midfielder from the University of Georgia. Her freshman year actually transferred to University of Illinois in 2021. Had 3 assists and 1 half against Bowling Green and led team with 5 assists in 2021. Number 14, Ava Uribe out of Sammamish, Washington, Eastside Catholic High School, plays at Penn State University. Number 18, Emma Eddy out of Eugene Sheldon High School, played at University of Oregon and graduated in 2019. Number 9, Rachel Bowler from Honolulu, Hawaii, Iolani High School, two-time first team All-WAC defensive player, Seattle University Defensive Player of the Year in the WAC in 2019. Number 17, Jensen Linz out of Issaquah High School. Go Cougs from Washington State University. She's an incoming freshman looking to carry on the tradition of the Cougars. Number 13, Keely Doctor from Holy Names Academy in Seattle, plays at the University of Portland. Number 11, Suzuka Yasui from Osaka, Japan, plays her game at the Citadel, where she was all freshman, all conference, second and first team, offensive player of the month in September 21. 26 goals and 34 assists in her career. Number 8, Rine Yonaha from Tokyo, Japan, from Hinamoto Gaikun High School, won a national championship her freshman year. Currently is at Utah State University, where she is the first international player in Utah State history. Number 4, Alex Hobbs from Sammamish, Washington, and Pepperdine University. Number 10, Tanya Tapia from Tai'i High School in Renton by way of New Mexico State. And number 20, Shay Murison from Santa Clara, California, went to Santa Barbara, UC Santa Barbara. She ended her career, her senior year was the Big West Offensive Player of the Year, 17 goals, 7 assists in 19 games, led the Big West in goals, 5th in the country, and her 41 points led the conference and was 7th in the country. So the talent is there. Let's see if Coach Chris Wells has got them on the right page as we get ready to meet the players in the beautiful new blue tops and trunks. PDX is going to be in the white. Starters for PDX, number 1, Sophia Barr. Number 4, Adeline Brotnov. Number 15, Bailey Groom. Number 7, Eileen Jeschke. Number 11, Kendall Johnson. Number 10, Chinatsu Kayo. Number 18, Casilla Lopez. Number 22, Jordan McLeod. Number 5, Ashley Oswald. Number 2, Ellie Ruhoff. And number 3, Ellie Schmid. And that is the PDX FC roster. So we're looking forward to bringing you this action here from South Sound Stadium as the women get entered into the record books as the first squad in USLW history for Oly Town.
As we introduce the starting 11 for your Oly Town Artesians. At goal, number 0, Kira Walton.
As the players for Oly Town are introduced, we're going to take a quick break. The national anthem will be played, and we'll come back to the action right after that. You're watching Oly Town Soccer on the Artesians Broadcasting Network. We are back here at Fouts Field on the campus of North Thurston High School at South Sound Stadium, getting ready to kick off the USLW season for the Oly Town Artesians and PDX FC. And boy, what an exciting moment for the club as we enter into a new chapter of women's soccer. Of course, last year, the women won the NWPL championship, beating Capital FC Atletica in a penalty shootout, which was exciting to say the least. But now we step it up a notch and move on to the USLW. And as I mentioned, head coach Chris Wells has put together a dearth of talent that we're excited to see in action today. De'Ara Walton getting the start. She is from Utah State, as I mentioned, four-time Mountain West Player of the Week last year, second team All Mountain West in 2021, and a career .93 goal against average. Very exciting indeed. Starting lineup is going to be Ava Uribe, Shea Murison, De'Ara Walton, Kendall Sarver, Kellen Green, Rene Yonaha, Keely Doctor, Suzuka Yasui. As we get ready to play some Notorious B.I.G. over the speakers, but that got cut off in time. PDX is going to get the kickoff to start. And we are awaiting the official, who is, dare I say, sauntering into the middle of the field. We are underway in the inaugural USLW game for the Oly Town Artesians. Good step up and steal of the ball. Possession won back by PDX as they look forward, pushing forward, still with the ball. Now out wide is number 11. That's Kendall Johnson, but she loses it out of play. And it's going to go out for a throw for the Artesians. Long throw, headed in by Portland, cleared up and out. It'll be a throw in once again for Oly Town. Another long throw, looking for Shea Murison, gets her, can't get there. Good step up by PDX defense. Ball goes over the head of Emily Bennell, and Ava Uribe comes away with it. Now over to Kellen Green. Played up, looking for Oly Town. Can't get it. Stolen away by Portland. And they look to press. Long shot coming in. It's going to sail over the goalpost. De'Ara Walton not troubled by that at all as it goes over everything. And she's going to do a quick restart and play it out wide. Slide tackle there. Eventually won back by Oly Town. That was Ashley Oswald who won it for Portland. Now running away is the player for Oly Town, still with it, plays it out wide. And now losing it out of play. Ava Uribe, as that ball goes out of play. Throw-in coming up for Ellie Schmid. She does a long throw. It's going to be rolled all the way down out of play. Kellen Green lets that one go out, and De'Ara Walton's going to start up again. Happy Mother's Day to everybody out there, of course. Glad to have you here if you're here. Murison was chasing. It was played out. And around midfield is going to go out for an Oly Town throw-in. Long throw again. Kendall Sarver let that one go, and now it's going to be chased down by Rachel Bowler. Rachel Bowler now with it, plays it up. Finds Yasui. Back to Kellen Green. Green plays it near side. Emily Bonnell with it now. Bonnell chips it. A good run there by Rene Yonaha. Can't control it. It's going to clear all the way back. Headed on by PDX, and now PDX looks to run. It's going to be headed, cleared out by Green. Bonnell with it now. Ava Uribe has it, the Penn State player. And the ball goes out of play. It's going to be a throw-in now coming up. Ellie Schmidt throws it in. It's going to be won by Yasui. Played up. Long ball. Looking to run is Emma Eddy, and she gets there. Emma Eddy plays it back. Finds Sydney Stevens. Stevens. And now a run by Kendall Sarver, but she's deemed to be offside, and that's going to be a free kick coming up for PDX. From about the 10-yard line here on the football field. Ball played out wide, held in. Bailey Groom loses possession, but it falls all the way back to the defensive center of the field for PDX. Ellie Schmid plays it back. Held in. Yasui back to Yonaha. And now handball called against Sydney Stevens as that ball popped up and hit her in the elbow. And it's going to be a free kick coming up now for PDX. PDX in the white, Oly Town in the beautiful new blues with the neon green lettering. I love these jerseys. They are fantastic. Got the Well 80 across the front. The Olympia Jeep across the back. As that ball gets away from Kendall Sarver, is going to go out of play. Out for a throw-in for PDX. If you're just joining us, the Oly Town men won 3-0 in the first game. As we approach 91 degrees here today, a little wind blowing through the press box. It feels like a furnace in here, but we love it because we're bringing you more Oly Town soccer. Stevens comes away with it. Now it's Uribe. Uribe gets through three players. Plays it out to the outside. Now chipped across. It's going to fall for Murison. Murison cuts it inside. She brings it through. It's going to be broken up. Broken up nicely by the PDX defense as Murison was about ready to take that one on goal. Ball played through, played up. Uribe with it. Dispossessed. And now here comes PDX. Finds the player. That's number 10. Chinatsu Kaio. She plays it through, broken up nicely by Bonnell. Bonnell plays it out wide and now played off the no, I guess no. It's going to go off of Oly Town, throw in deep in the attacking zone for PDX FC. Another ball comes in. Walton, no problem. Grabs it with the gloves, and now here we go again on the far side. It's Murison. Through ball broken up by number 2, Ellie Ruhoff, out of Southern Methodist University by way of Portland, Oregon. Ball played in. Murison now plays it back. Finds Green. Green out wide to Bunnell. Foul committed against Rene Yonaha as she was pulled down by the shoulders by Bailey Groom. It's not a nice thing to do. Free kick, Oly Town. Ball played up. Eddie brings it down. Yasui wins it. Back to Yonaha. Out wide. Yasui again. Chips it forward. Just broken up again. Track back. Bunnell gets it. Out wide. Sydney Stevens. Stevens makes a girl miss. She plays forward. She's still going. She cuts it into the middle. She's still going. Sydney Stevens plays it into the middle. It's a loose ball. It's going to fall. No, it's going to be cleared out, but only as far as Yasui. And finally cleared out by PDX. Sydney Stevens with an exceptional run. Just couldn't get the last pass to go. And no foul called there as Emily Bunnell comes away with the ball. Now plays it back to Kellen Green. Kellen Green, the veteran playing on this squad. Stolen away by Eddie. Emma Eddie still with it. She still has it. Plays it up. Finds Kendall Sarver, but she loses possession. Sydney Stevens once again steps up, grabs the ball. Maintains control, plays it back to Green. Yonaha. Now Uribe make that Sarver chasing it. Goes out of play, kicked out by number 12. For Portland. And now here comes Uribe with the cross. It's going to be broken up by the keeper, Sophia Barr. And now a foul is going to be called against Rene Yonaha as she brings down the player from PDX. Referee tells them to go back. Number 12 on the ball, and I don't have a name for number 12. So I'm just going to have to guess that it's somebody on PDX's roster. And now Sydney Stevens with it. Oh, bad first touch. She's able to recover and win it back. She's at midfield. Plays it back to Bunnell. Bunnell reverses course. Plays it up. Uribe with it. She's able to play a long ball into the middle. It's Murison. Can she get there? She can, but she misplays it. And it's cleared out by Adeline Brotnoff, but only as far as Eddie. Now it falls to Yasui. She still has it. Yasui with the shot that just goes wide. So the shot there by Suzuka Yasui that just goes wide, and it's going to be a goal kick once again as Oly Town putting the pressure on Portland early in this game.
Good opportunity to check out the for the height or length of your stocking.
Throw in now to the feet of Yasui. Eddie plays it back. Long ball, Sarver with space. Kendall Sarver plays it into the middle, but Yonaha stopped her run, and it's cleared out by PDX and taken down by Casilla Lopez. But it's going to go out of play for a throw-in. Good crowd here on a breezy, hot May day. This is July weather in May, but we love it after the 6 months of rain we had out here in the PNW for October to April. And a good day for soccer. Thank you all for coming out, and thank you all for tuning in. As Sarver comes away with the ball, and it's tracked back nicely by Ellie Schmid as she wins possession and wins the throw. It looked like she had been beaten, but she came back and won it. I'd like to thank Nicole's Bar not only for sponsoring today's match, but also for being a wonderful sponsor of the women's team in general. Nicole's Bar, find them on Legion and Capitol just down the hill from Sylvester Park. And it is a beautiful place to drink, eat, and have fun. Shot attempt went slicing wide and out of play. Going to be restarted by Walton. Plays it out. Bunnell has it. Emily Bunnell. The long ball over the head of Sarver. Picked up by number 12 for Portland. And now coming away with it. Oh, a good run there. Held in. It's Yasui. Yasui plays it. Lays it off, and now it's Murrison. Murrison still with it. Murrison can't get the shot away. It's cleared away at the last minute. She had the run, just couldn't get it on her foot. And PDX playing with fire right now on the back line as Oly Town trying to get something going, and a foul is going to be called as Rachel Bowler goes down. And she's going to get a free kick. Boy, you can see the danger in the Oly Town women's team as they've been able to make some probing runs into the middle of the defense, and it's only a matter of time before they get one in the back of the net. Bunnell. Uribe finds Sarver. Sarver tried to get the run of Stevens, still gets her on the other run, but unable to maintain it before it goes out of play. That's going to be a goal kick once again for PDX. Cleared out by the keeper. One back by Oly Town in the middle. It's going to be Rene Yonaha who loses control of the ball, and now here comes PDX on the run, and that's going to be a foul against Kellen Green. And boy, the official tried to reach in his pocket there, but probably too early in the game. That was a very professional foul there by Kellen Green. You'd expect nothing less from a veteran like her. Stopping the run and giving the defense a chance to catch up and breathe a little bit. It's Bailey Groom over the ball right now. She's going to drive it. It's going to be headed up and over the goal by Emily Bunnell, and it's going to go out for a corner kick. The first corner kick of the match for PDX.
Thanks to some of our big state sponsors, Wesley Soccer Shop and the Foot and Ankle Physical Associates.
Corner kick number 1 coming in. Looking to play it short to Schmidt. Schmidt made the run, but no dice on there. Ball comes in now into the middle. It's going to be punched up and cleared off the line by Oly Town as it went through the hands of the keeper, Walton, and just missed going in. It was cleared off nicely, and a handball is going to be called on the rebound here, on the clearance, excuse me, and a free kick coming up for the Artesians. Boy, what a lucky break there as the ball bounced around in front, cleared out by Bunnell. As Emma Eddy lost control there in the middle, played to the back. Murison out wide, Eddy chasing. Played up into the middle. Chinatsu Cow. Stolen away by Uribe, and now Stevens looking to run. Make that Sarver, Kendall Sarver, putting the pressure on the defense, is going to be cleared out for a throw-in. Bunnell stepping up to take the throw as Oly Town moves into the attacking zone here. 0-0 the score, 19 minutes into the game. It's Onaha. Make that Yasui. She gets it, plays it into the middle. Murison flicked on, but it goes over the net. They're calling for a touch, and they don't get it. It's going to be a goal kick. So Barr takes the goal kick, blasts it upfield, finds the feet of Kendall Johnson as she moves forward. Kendall Johnson plays it up, can't get past Bunnell though. Bunnell, double team, plays it out wide. It's Bowler now with it for Oly Town. Bowler in the middle, finds Yasui. Over to Yonaha, out wide. Uribe back to Eddy, who has switched sides and is now playing on the right side of the field. It's Green to Bunnell. No pressure at all from PDX. Olympia just looking to reset their offense here. Into the middle, it's Yasui. Just methodically moving up the field right now, just getting some touches on the ball, and now a long ball up the middle. It's going to be Murison running, but Barr steps up to get it and snuff out the danger there put on by the Oly Town offense. Yonaha gets it to Eddy now. Reset again for Oly Town. Beautiful blue skies here in Olympia, Washington. Glad to have you on for the broadcast. Hopefully you're watching this somewhere with some AC. Maybe you're down at Nicole's Bar watching this. Maybe you're at Well 80 watching this. Who knows? But whatever, today's the day where you should have a beer in your hand when you're watching soccer, or a glass of wine, or maybe even a spritzer. Who knows? It just sounds like a good, refreshing thing to have on a day like today while you're watching the Oly Town Artesians and the inaugural game of the USLW. It's going to be Onaha, who tried to control it, can't. It's going to be taken by Groom as she plays it out wide. Tried to find Eileen Jeschke, but it just goes out of her reach. Jeschke out of Battleground, Washington. Plays at Northeastern State University in Tahlequah, Oklahoma. For you baseball fans out there, that's the same school that Ryan Helsley went to. He's currently the closer for the St. Louis Cardinals. You ask me how I know that? Because I did my research. So it's going to be a throw-in out on the far side now. Ball played in. Shielding the ball nicely and winning it back. And now here comes Yasui again. Yasui tries to chip it up, finds Murison. Shea plays it back, and now streaking run into the middle. Now it's going to fall to Sarver. She's forced to play it back, though, as the ball just got away from her. Make that a Uribe. The ball just got away from her. And now it's finally cleared out from PDX, but won back nicely by Rene Yonaha. And now a curling ball to Murison. Murison can't get there as the flag goes up. It looked good, but it wasn't as the official deemed her to be offside. And I believe we're going to have a hydration break coming up here shortly. We had them in the men's game earlier, of course, won by Oly Town 3-0. Unseasonably warm day here in the PNW. Back to Barr. This time no pressure by Oly Town as they're letting PDX build up from the back. Now the pressure comes. Murison forcing the ball out. So we've hit 24 minutes played here in the first half. Onaha back to Walton. Walton now. Left-footed clearance out into the middle now with acres of space. Ball played to Murison. It's going to get through. Is she going to get there? No. Barr comes up nicely. That was actually Yosui chasing after it. But you can see what Oly Town is trying to do. They're going to try these long through balls, and so far they've been somewhat successful, just not able to get there before Barr. Now Murison takes a long shot that's just going to go wide and out for a goal kick. Played in the middle. It's Stevens. Heads it all the way down. Cleared out to the middle. One back by Oly Town. Stevens has it again. Now Uribe controls. Back to Stevens. Over to Yonaha. Gets it to Yasui. Chips on for Murison. Flag stays down. She's on the far side. Gets past one. Gets past the other. She's taken down. No call. Held in. It's Yasui now on it. Yasui out wide. Stevens. Sydney Stevens chips it up. Nobody made a run. Good effort again by the Oly Town women. Just nothing to show for it as Barr comes away with the ball. Ball deflected there by Stevens all the way back to Green. She backheels. Backheels again. Makes a spin around Groom. Over to Eddie. Emma Eddie. Bunnell. Over to Green in space. Plays it up. Murison with a good dummy. Lets that ball go through. She gets there again. Continues her run. Keeps the ball in play. And here comes Shea Murison. Murison gets around one more. She's taken down. No call as that ball goes out of play. It looked like she got taken down in the box, but the referee right there said no, and it's going to go out for a goal kick. Good run by Murison, but nothing to show for it there as it went out of play. Bunnell steps up to take the errant through ball and now plays it out wide for Eddie, who has to chase to keep it in play, and she does. Eddie back into the middle, plays it over. Stevens back to Bunnell and now into the middle. It's Onaha who makes a nice pass. It's Kendall Sarver. It's Kendall Sarver with the goal! Kendall Sarver with the first goal in USL W history for the Oly Town Artesians. A good pass by Rene Onaha sprung her, and Kendall Sarver puts the Artesians on top 1-0. What a moment for this club, and what a moment for Kendall Sarver. as she gets the first goal in USLW history for the Oly Town Artesians. And what a through ball by Rene Yonaha to Springer free, and the Artesians on top.
Goal, number 12, Kendall Sarver, the first goal there for the USLW and the Oly Town Artesians.
Foul committed against Suzuka Yasui as she's taken down. And Emily Bunnell steps up to take it, plays it out wide for Bowler. She's got to run. She can't get there. It's cleared out on the far side. Cleared out on the far side. It's going to be a throw-in for Oly Town. I guess the women aren't getting a hydration break, which seems odd because it's not like it's gotten cooler. 29th minute of play here. Throw-in comes in, back into the PDX defensive zone. Sarver up top, putting some pressure on the defense, played up into the middle. Long ball. It's Kendall Johnson who was the target, couldn't get it, but it's won back by Groom. And stolen away from Lopez by the Artesians defense, and now Green tries to spring herself, can't do it, and now it's Jeske on the wing, plays it into the middle. It's going to go right into the hands of De'Ara Walton, and she gets it no problem and throws it out to Bowler to restart. Yonaha didn't get there, but it's going to fall onto the feet of Murison, who lets it go. Won by Yasui. Onaha to Murison, can't keep it in play. It's going to go out for a throw-in. 30th minute of play here at South Sound Stadium. Oly Town women on top 1-0 over PDX FC. And a dream start for this franchise as they get the first goal of the program's existence and find themselves on top 1-0 over PDX FC. Ball played up and out. That was Kendall Johnson who played it out, and we are going to have a hydration break now as we approach 31 minutes. We're going to take a quick break here so the announcers can hydrate as well. We'll be back right after this. You're watching Oly Town Artesians on the Oly Town Broadcasting Network. Well, we are back here at South Sound Stadium. 33rd minute of action. 1-0 the score. Oly Town on top. Kendall Sarver with the opening goal for the Oly Town Artesian women's team, assisted by Rene Yonaha. Beautifully weighted ball up the middle of the pitch. And Sarver able to beat the keeper, Sophia Barr. And boy, what a way to start the year for the Artesian women, going up top 1-0. And I was just talking with Ryan Perkins about how, from my vantage point, I can see that that play has been open all game long. And PDX is going to have to find a way to stop those streaking runs up the middle of the pitch, because that has been open. And Oly Town has been threatening all game, and they finally get one. Kendall Sarver. 1-0 the score. And now it's going to be Emma Eddy with the throw-in after the quick hydration break. She started out on the left side, now has switched to the right side. Officials talking about some stuff. Don't know, but they're talking about some stuff. So here we go. Eddy with the throw-in down to Uribe. Now Sydney Stevens with it out wide to Bowler. Bowler plays it up to Murrison. Back to Bowler. And all the way back to Green, and we're going to reset here. Looking for Eddy, stolen away by Chinatsu Kao. But Green able to win it right back. And finds Murrison on the wing, plays it to the inside. Looking for Uribe and finds her, and it's going to be a long ball, but Yasui had to stop because she was just marginally offside, so she had to stop her run, and the ball goes harmlessly into the hands of Sophia Barr. But another good look at what the Artesians are trying to do. Now Murrison again. Looking for Sarver. The pitch is very fast right now, and that ball is just getting away from the players. Barr once again with the long clearance, headed down by Onaha to Groom, who plays it up, looking for Kaio, and now it's going to fall to number 18. That's Casilla Lopez, who couldn't maintain possession, and Diera Walton smothers it for the Artesians. Into the middle now. Here come the Artesians again. It's Yasui. Plays it back. Sydney Stevens out wide to Bowler. Murrison now playing on the wing. A run by, oh, I don't know about that. That was Ava Uribe who made the run. And it looked to me like she had bent it a little bit, and the defender kept her on, but the AR says no, it was offside. Once again, Oly Town in the blues, Portland in the white. Number 12 with the kick for Portland. Now it falls to the feet of Ashley Oswald. Out wide, it's KO. And taken away onto the feet of Onaha. Plays it over to Eddy, and Oly Town coming away with possession now. Now it's Yasui with space. She cuts it back, finds Sarver. Back to Yasui, plays it out wide. Forced back Murrison. She plays it to Bowler, and now Stevens back to Bowler, and now resetting are the Artesians. Into the middle. Stevens out wide, it's Eddy. Eddy has room. Plays it down the line. It was Uribe making a run, but it goes out of her reach, and it's kicked right out of play. Just a clearance by PDX, and Eddy with the throw-in now for Oly Town. Throw-in, finds Yosui. Back to Onaha. Bunnell. Plays it up. Sarver was running back when the ball went past her. No chance of her to get that. As the crowd is following the shadows on the far side, you can see how the crowd is moving with the shadows to get out of the heat over on the far side. It's kind of funny from my vantage point. Ball played back and out of play. It was Ellie Schmidt who couldn't get there. And a throw-in once again for Oly Town as Emma Eddy takes the throw. Gets it to Yasui. Looking for Onaha. Can't control it. Wildly flails at it, and it falls to Chinatsu Kao, who plays it all the way across on the far side to Jeski. Eileen Jeski. Stolen away by Sydney Stevens nicely. Bowler gets it back to Onaha, and now Bowler with space to move. Long ball looking for the run of Stevens, and it just trickles out wide. She had her player beat. Couldn't get there. Substitution already now for Portland as number 14, Kiara Sachs, comes in. I didn't see who's been out. But somebody came out for Portland. Now it's Onaha, plays it up. Sarver lets it go overhead. Sarver's going to come away with it, plays it up, looking for the run of Uribe, but it's out of her reach and falls into the feet of Sophia Barr, who gobbles it up and makes the quick throw out to Kendall Johnson. Johnson tried to play forward, broke it up, and now Sachs with her first touch of the game. Kendall Johnson tries to keep it in, doesn't as the ball goes out of play. It's a throw-in for Uribe, but she's going to leave it off for Emma Eddy. And Eddy makes the throw into Yasui. Yasui getting grabbed from behind by Bailey Groom. No call, but Oly Town maintains the ball. Sydney Stevens. Sydney Stevens out of Waterloo, Illinois, plays for the University of Illinois. Controls it. Sarver chasing after, ball played up into the middle, falls to the feet of Cassia Lopez, and now it's going to be Kaio again as she's muscled off the ball by Emily Bunnell, and Oly Town once again asserting their dominance on the defensive end, not allowing PDX any room to maneuver. And now here comes the break. It's Uribe. She gets loose. Can she get past Sachs? She cuts it back into the middle. Left-footed cross goes into the middle, leaves it off. Oh, it was a beautiful layoff, but Yosui could not get there. And now here comes PDX. Lopez. Kyle out wide. It's Ellie Ruhoff. She keeps it in. Back to Jeski. Into the middle. It's Oswald, and the ball goes into the hands of Walton as she smothers it and now restarts. 42nd minute of play here in a fast-moving first half. 1-0 the score, Oly Town on top. Sydney Stevens just letting the action come to her. Eddy with a nice step over to get past her player, and it goes out of play, unfortunately. That was a great move by Eddy. Just could not connect the pass to it. Headed ball down to Yasui to Onaha. Plays it into the middle. Now Sydney Stevens tries to get away. Oh, she made a good pass to Sarver, but it's just out of her reach. Held in. It's Uribe. Back to Onaha. All the way over to Rachel Bowler. Bowler with room, plays it out wide. It's Murrison on the run. She gets there, cuts it into the middle. Murrison across the face of goal. Nobody on the far side, but it's going to go out of play off the feet of Kiara Sachs, and it's going to be a corner kick coming up for Oly Town. A good cross there by Shea Murrison, but nobody was able to get on the far sideline or far side of the goal mouth, and it went harmlessly out. Uribe now with the corner. It's going to float over the keeper, chested down, brought in, backheeled off the post by Emily Bunnell, and Barr was able to fall on it. I don't think she saw it, and it was an unfortunate kick off the post by Emily Bunnell. Oh, what a good play. Chested down by Murrison right to the feet of Bunnell, and just a quick backheel that just hit the post. Sachs into the middle, finds Jeske on the overlap. It's Ruhoff. The run broken up by Green, but won back by Kyle. And it's going to go out for a goal kick. 44th minute of play here from South Sound Stadium. Oly Town on top, 1-0. Emma Eddy now with it. Back to Bunnell. Held in. One back by Uribe. Now into the middle. It goes to Yasui. Bowler. Sarver, the goal scorer, plays it back to Bowler. Nobody marking her right now. She's able to roam freely into the middle. She plays it forward. It's Uribe. She's able to win possession back, but not legally, as she's deemed to committed the foul, and it's going to go out for it's going to be a free kick coming up for PDX FC. Eileen Jeske over it right now for PDX as she gets ready to send it down into the goal area. Good high kick. Walton just able to touch it. No, it went off the post. I thought she got a hand to it, but that thing just kicked off the top of the post and just went out for a goal kick. Boy, that was a good kick by Eileen Jeske. Walton had it covered, I think, but she let it hit off the post. And Oly Town lives to see another day here. It's Onaha now. Eddy with room. Eddy finds Uribe in the middle. She makes a turn, loses it. And now here come PDX, but Emma Eddy with a nice step up to win possession. And now Sydney Stevens on the run. Stevens lays it into the middle. It's Murrison. Murrison. Still Murrison. Plays it, shot goes off the defender and falls right to the feet of Barr. A run on the far side by Kendall Sarver too. Murrison just not able to find any space right now to get that shot away. Shea Murrison, a prolific goal scorer for UC Santa Barbara, the Gauchos out of the Big West. And here come the Artesians again. Oh, and the flag goes up offside, called against Uribe. PDX playing with fire here as they keep playing the offside trap. They've been burned once, and it's going to happen again if they aren't careful. Sachs now with it. We're in first half stoppage time here. Foul called against Onaha. She goes into the back of Chinatsu Kao. And the free kick coming up from Ellie Schmid. Headed out, cleared out, and finally it's going to be a foul called against Casilla Lopez as she took out Kellen Green in the back line. It's a free kick now for Oly Town as we approach halftime here at South Sound Stadium. Ooh, and another foul is right into the head of Yasui. That's not a smart play. She got hit in the head there on the far side by Ruhoff. Free kick. Played back. It's Green. And now Bunnell. Bunnell with acres of room here. Plays it up to Eddie. Eddie. Yasui comes away with it. Now Stevens calls for people to come back. Plays it out wide to Bowler. And that is going to do it for the first half here from South Sound Stadium with the score Oly Town 1 and PDX FC 0. It was a goal by Kendall Sarver on the assist from Rene Onaha. The difference in the game so far as we go to the halftime break. We're going to take a quick break here. We'll be back for the second half of action. You're watching Oly Town Artesians Soccer on the Artesians Broadcasting Network. We'll be back after the break. Welcome back to South Sound Stadium, home of North Thurston Public School District sporting events, and today home to the Oly Town Artesians USL2 and USL W matchups against PDX FC. The men already won earlier today 3-0, 2 goals by Cooper Brunel and 1 by Trevor Thompson, the difference in that game. And here in the women's game, the inaugural USL W broadcast game and everything, it is a Kendall Sarver goal that is the difference in this ball game. It's 1-0 the score, and Oly Town dominating possession and dominating the game flow just like in the men's game. Welcome in. My name is John McGlamory, bringing you the action today and every day. The Artesians are on the pitch. And welcome in to the inaugural broadcast of the USLW. Season runs from May 14th to July 2nd. Be sure to check the schedule out on olytownfc.com. Get some tickets for upcoming games. Plan a outing to see the women play. These are women that are going to be the future stars of the game. Come out and watch them in action early in their careers. I'd like to thank some of our sponsors, especially the title sponsors we have: Dancing Goats Coffee, Van Dorm Realty, Olympia Jeep, Forma Construction, Well 80 Brew Pub, Nicole's Bar, and Olympia Hotel. And a special shout out to Nicole's Bar. They are our exclusive match sponsor for today's action. Be sure to check them out downtown on Legion Way, just to the west of Sylvester Park. Go in for some good food, some beers, some wine, some liquor drinks, whatever you fancy. Go to Nicole's Bar, and you will not be disappointed. We are live here from South Sound Stadium as we get ready to kick off the second half of action here. Like I said, Kendall Sarver with the opening goal for the Artesians. I'd like to thank the youth clubs here today. Shinquali Booters and TC United, they're the ball kids. They are here in the stands. They are cheering on the teams. We've had food trucks from Kona Ice and Mi Pueblo, as well as Dancing Goats Coffee being slung. It has been a good day. We had a pop-up Mother's Day photo booth, flowers from Artistry and Flowers. And, of course, I'd be remiss to not mention the 1896, the supporters group here of the Oly Town Artesians. It pays homage to the founding year of the Olympia Brewery and helps celebrate the brewing culture in the South Sound region. Check us out on olytownfc.com and join the 1896. Also on the website, you can purchase tickets. You can buy single game tickets. You can buy season ticket packages. You can also buy merchandise online, new neon replica jerseys, hoodies. The hoodies are great. I can't wait to buy one. Nicole's Bar fan tops, which look great. Can't wait to buy one. And anything else you want. If you want to volunteer, if you want to work as a staffer, email playnow, PLAYNOW, at olytownfc.com. We are a small club serving the community, and we can't do it without help from people like you who are watching this broadcast. Maybe today, maybe you're watching it 3 days from now on the rebroadcast on YouTube. Who knows? But we could use your help. We would never turn away help, of course. And you get to be a part of an ever-growing community here in the South Sound of soccer fans, soccer supporters, soccer players, and future soccer players. Well, head coach Chris Wells has to be happy with the way his team has played in the first half. A couple really good opportunities. Of course, the one finished by Kendall Sarver. There was the back heel by Emily Bonnell that just went off the post that the keeper didn't even see, but it was destined for the goal if it hadn't gone and hit the post. And the officials are on the field getting ready to restart the game here. We had an extended halftime here as the players still haven't made their way out. And here come the Artesian women in the beautiful new blue tops. Weren't supposed to be unveiled today, but here we are wearing the blue tops, and they look hot. They look great. They are fire in the flesh, these jerseys. I love them. And PDX FC with the war cry as they come out for the second half. Looks like the Artesians have made a change. Shay Murrison out of the game. Trying to decipher who came in for her. But a change nevertheless. We'll get that information to you as quickly as we can. And we're underway in the second half. It's number 10 into the game. Tanya Tapia from Tai High School. Played at University of New Mexico State last year. Moved back closer to home. We're going to see who else came into the game for the Artesians. Looks like number 15 came in as well. That's Allie Bryan. And that looks to be it for changes to the Artesians. Yasui out, Murrison out. Make that Onaha out, Murrison out. PDX with the goal. New player up top for them as well. Groom with the long through ball. Coming out to get it. The keeper, that is Shu Oba, Japanese U20 national team keeper, second place in the world. As we have a free kick given. Onto the field for PDX, number 16. That is Alexis Boyer coming in to play up top. Eileen Jeschke moving up top as well. Playing more of a winger role now than a midfield role, looks like. Throw in on the far side for PDX. Can't control it. It's going to go out for a throw in for Oly Town. They don't want to. There's Tapia with it. Tapia with a run. It's going to go, and the keeper able to get there. It was a well-timed run. A well-timed run there by Yosui. Flag stayed down, but the keeper able to pounce on it before she could get there. A little hesitation from Yosui as she looked to see if the flag would go up, and it didn't. The foul called there, and it's going to be restarted here by McLeod. I'm going to assume that number 12 is actually number 22, Jordan McLeod. And now here comes Chinatsu Kyle. Stolen away by Green, and Green finds Yasui on top. Out wide, it's Tapia. Tapia with a long ball, just out of the reach of everybody. And it's going to go to Barr once again for PDX. Kellen Green. Back to Emily Bunnell. Now out wide. It's Emma Eddy. Eddy cuts into the middle. Looks for somebody, finds Yasui. Yasui turns into the middle. Makes a run. It's out wide. It's Kendall Sarver again. Sarver with space on the far side. Cuts it in. It's going to be taken off her feet by Ellie Ruhoff, but it's going to go out. Oh, it's actually going to be a goal kick. Goal kick. Good defensive play by Ruhoff. Ball played out of the box, and now it falls to the feet of Sachs, and she can't control it. It goes out in the attacking zone for a throw-in with Emma Eddy on the ball now on the far side. Throw in to Tapia. She controls it. Still Tapia, plays back, finds Bunnell. Bunnell back, now forward. Gets it to Brian. Brian now gets it to Sydney Stevens. Sydney Stevens, double team, circles around, gets it into the middle for Brian. Brian still has it. Yasui with pressure, loses control, gets the ball out to Jeschke now. She's got it for PDX, flips it into the middle. Bunnell comes to clear it into the middle, headed up. Won by Yasui. Yasui out wide now finds Sarver. Sarver once again with room to move. Sarver into the middle. Nobody on the far side. Chasing it down as Uribe forces the ball to be played out wide by Sachs. It's going to be a throw-in once again for the Artesians. Eddy surveying, gets the ball in, finds Uribe. Eddy with the overlap, pulls it back, plays again, able to maintain it, but it falls to the feet of Bailey Groom, and she plays it all the way down, held in by Kellen Green. Bowler able to touch it up to Stevens, who controls. She's magician on the ball, Sydney Stevens, able to pull the string and just get it back. She had the double team coming, but she was able to maintain possession. And Oly Town coming away with the ball, and Tanya Tapia has it now for the Artesians. Splits two defenders. Plays it out wide. Over the boot. Finds Sarver. Sarver's first touch just lets her down. Oh, she had room, and she knows it. But she just couldn't control it. And it goes out for a goal kick. We are going to be joined here in a minute by Vanessa Crisp. She will be up here shortly. But she's going to talk a little bit about the USLW, you know, personally what it means for her, what it means for the community, and what it means for women in the South Sound to have role models like this to look up to and watch and enjoy their athletic accomplishments. Yasui shields the ball. It's Stevens now. Stevens finds Sarver. Sarver again. Left-footed shot that goes in, but the flag goes up. Siri getting a little excited here, but nevertheless, Sarver put it in. The AR said she was offside. I didn't see it, but I didn't have the right angle. But once again, Kendall Sarver showing what she's all about. Just putting the goal on frame. And Sarver now forcing the issue and causing a turnover in possession. And now Yasui gets it to Tapia. Tapia into the middle. Stevens. Oh, a good job. Make that Uribe with the pass. A good job by Ruhoff to stop the play from going through because Sarver was loose again. Tapia, shot blocked. Blocked nicely by Ashley Oswalt. And once again, the offside flag goes up, this time against Ava Uribe. She doesn't think she was offside. She's got her hands out. But the AR is the one with the flag, and he's the one that makes the rules over there, I guess. So offside again. Sachs with it now for PDX. Pressure coming from Yasui. Able to split the defense. Ball played into the middle, broken up by Eddie. Flicked up and over. That was looking for Alexis Boyer, but unable to get her the ball. And the Artesians are going to come away with a throw in here. Emily Bonnell goes and tracks down the ball. Throw in now for Eddie in the defensive zone. Plays it back to Bonnell. Nobody near her. She can dribble up. Passes to Eddie. Eddie into the middle. Finds Brian. Brian dispossessed. Taken away by Groom. Now played out wide. It's Jeschke now with it. Jeschke circling around. Plays it into the middle. Couldn't find Boyer, and it's taken away by the Artesians. And now Tapia, with a short pass, looking for Sarver, taken away by, it was taken away by Ellie Ruhoff, played over to, looked like Boyer, make that Groom, but couldn't keep the ball down, and it goes over the head of the keeper, Oba, and out for a goal kick. Restart. Played out. Played back now to the defense. Now up to Sarver. Sarver has it on the near side. Plays it to Tapia. Just working the angles, trying to find the spaces. This Oly Town team passing the ball brilliantly today. That's a nice ball there too. Looking for Stevens, and she comes away with it. Flicks it on to Uribe. Uribe with 2 on her, nobody on the near side. Couple step overs and a good recovery by Ellie Schmid to take the ball back. As Stevens had runners on the side, Yasui and Sarver wide open as the defense converged on her. Just couldn't get away from the defense. And now here comes PDX. Oh, and just a missed kick. Looking for the cross, just couldn't get over on it. It's going to go out for a goal kick. Now it's Tapia with it again. Into the middle for Yasui, dispossessed by Ruhoff. Plays it back to McLeod, gets past Yasui. Now played back over to McLeod. No, she's going to let it go. And now forced to chase is Ruhoff. Yasui putting some pressure on. Now it's back to Barr. Ball played. Ruhoff having to chase once again, and this time she can't get there, and it's a turnover in the attacking zone. A bad giveaway for PDX, and it's going to be Kendall Sarver standing over. She's going to give up the ball to Rachel Bowler, who's going to take the throw in now for Oly Town. Ball comes in, back to Tapia. Tapia giving chase, can't get it. Boyer comes away with it, over to Groom. Groom into the middle for Cow. Boyer continues her run. Kendall Green tries to get there, and Kellen Green, and she does get there. Lets the ball roll out of play. That's going to be a throw-in. Good defensive recovery by Kellen Green as she shepherds the ball out and blocks Boyer from getting it. Sarver now plays it to Tapia. Broken up by Shinatsu Cow. Tried to play into the middle. Groom comes away with it. But it's going to be Bowler eventually coming away with it for the Artesians. Tapia tried to find Sarver just behind her, and it goes out for a throw. So throw in Ruhoff now with it. Down into the middle. Jeschke can't control it. It's going to go out for a throw. 59th minute of action here from South Sound Stadium. Score is 1-0. I'd like to thank Capital Aero Porter and Sure Clean Car Wash for their support, as well as ThurstonTalk.com, Foot and Ankle Surgical Associates, Wembley Soccer Shop, and Washington Orthopedic Center. It's Eddie still with it. Eddie back to Stevens. Stevens with the ball into the middle. Sarver on the far side, just out of her reach. And that goes out for a goal kick. And I'd like to do a special thank you to our live stream sponsors, the Olympia Ballroom and GGCW Renovations. If you need a event hosted by a nice guy and a nice location, give Ryan Perkins a call down at the Olympia Ballroom, and he'll set you up. And if you need some renovations done at your home, give Jason Smith a call. He's a nice guy. He'll hook you up with some renovations. Well, you have to pay him, but he'll still do it. GGCW Renovations, your local home renovation specialists. Thank you both for supporting this live stream. And thank you all for tuning in and watching. My name is John McGlamory, bringing you the action today as we approach the 61st minute of play here from South Sound Stadium. 1-0 the score. Kendall Sarver with the goal for Oly Town. Free kick. Uribe ball comes in. It's going to be headed down by Eddie, and it's going to go out of play for a throw-in deep in the offensive zone. Now substitution coming in for Portland. It's going to be number 22, Mary Swisher. Mary Swisher is going to be coming in for PDX. Ball comes over to Kyle. Stolen away. Played into the middle. It's going to be Yasui down to Sarver. Sarver with the cross into the middle. Oh, just out of the reach of Allie Bryan. Couldn't bring it down and cleared out by PDX FC. Bryan holds it in. Plays back. It's Bunnell. And now Kellen Green all alone with the ball at her feet. She's got plenty of time to make a good decision, and she does. Long run by Tapia. She gets there. Tanya Tapia holds it in. Still with it. Gets around. Double team comes. And it's forced off her feet out for a throw-in. And we're now joined by Vanessa Crisp, and I mentioned that she was coming on the air earlier. Vanessa, nice to have you on the air with us. You're a former Artesian player, indoor player, got hurt, and you've kind of remade yourself, not as a player, but as a owner slash staff operations manager, whatever you want to call yourself, I don't know. But you've really taken the reins on this women's league team. And I just wanted to ask, what does it mean to see this finally come to fruition here?
Oh man, it means a lot. Having, this first game on Mother's Day, it's been a really cool experience. And it's been a lot of work. Ryan does a great job keeping everyone together and making sure that, when it comes to game day, we are ready to go. But I was thinking on the way here how cool it would be to be a kid in Olympia, like I was. And I used to play on this field here, but also be able to come out on the weekend and see Division I players playing here and be able to watch them. It blows my mind that this is here now, and I think it's just such a cool thing for the city to have.
Well, I echo that sentiment. I'm considerably older than you are, but I grew up here too, and we just didn't have this. We didn't have any option here. I played soccer every weekend. I'd go up to Renton. I'd go to Kelso to play. but you never had the opportunity to see high-level soccer like we've been able to bring to the community here. And like you said, I think it makes a big deal when the kids are able to come out and see that and say, wow, that could be me one day.
Yeah. And seeing, you know, these women are coming from all over the country and even Japan. And so it's, you know, you're going to be able to watch some of these players in next year or in 2-3 years in the NWSL.
Yeah.
You know, that's a real possibility. And that's just incredible.
And into the game now for the Artesians, Alex Hobbs coming in. As well as there's another sub that came in, and I can't see her number right now. Oh, yeah, number 17, Jensen Lynn's in the game for the Artesians as well. And, yeah, I mean, for a casual fan, you could say, hey, this is great. We have a women's team, you know. But for fans that are really into soccer, high-level soccer, I mean, I know I hype up the women a lot, but the player in goal right now was the starting goalkeeper for the Japanese U20 national team that finished second in the World Cup last year.
Yeah.
And
Incredible.
that's the type of player that we have on the field right now for the Artesians. And if you're not here today, I would encourage you to come out in the future because this is high-level talent. We're not this isn't a joke. These are really good players.
Yeah, it's even watching it practice, I'm just amazed that the talent that, you know, head coach Chris Wells has been able to bring in to this team. It's really it's been cool to watch, and I'm sure it's just going to get even more exciting as the season goes on.
Ooh, that ball was headed on by the defender into the arms of the keeper. That could have been dangerous. But the ball's going to go out of play, throw in for the Artesians. And, you know, as a fan of the game, as I'm sure you are, like, this is a good opportunity for even these players to get to know each other. They could be teammates in the future, who knows? But like you said, they're all coming from different walks of life, and you get different experiences. It's a great thing for the player, and that ends up helping the game as a whole, getting different perspectives on life, on the game, and all of that. And that's one of the byproducts of this USL system of just bringing collegiate-level players together from all over. It's a really cool system. I love it.
Yeah, it's, you know, when we were putting the roster together and seeing all these different schools, it's been really cool seeing them come together at practice in the first practice game to just see them play together. And yeah, I was talking with head coach Chris Wells, and you know, the soccer intelligence is so high with a lot of these players that they just mold into the game and they start to understand what's working and what's not, and you don't need to make a ton of changes.
No, and I spoke with Coach Liviu Bird after the first game, after the men's game, and he kind of said the same thing. He said, you could have kids that come in and say, oh, I already know how to play soccer. I know what I'm doing, and not listen to the coaching staff. But he said that didn't happen as Alexis Hobbs makes a run. She's brought down. Referee says no, and it's cleared out by PDX. But, you know, this league, the other product of this league is that you're bringing people together at very short notice and trying to get a team put together and ready to play. And I don't think you can do that with players that don't want to listen and don't want to communicate and don't listen to any kind of, you know, advice that they get from the head coaches. So it's nice to see the attitude that the kids have. I say kids, I'm sorry. I'm 46 years old. But, you know, just a positive attitude, and that runs out on the field as well. It's just nice to see.
Yeah, and that's the kind of environment we're trying to really grow here at Oly Town, is, you know, an environment where players want to come play. You know, they want to feel supported, they want to feel safe, and they want to feel like, you know, they're getting the most out of their summer soccer.
Yeah.
While they're off from school. So, you know, if we can really build that and keep it the high level that it's at now, I think that will continue to be a place where players want to come play.
And I think that's an awesome point that you made about the culture that the club is trying to foster here, because that's really what Olympia and Oly Town is. It's a culture, and we want people to be able to be themselves here. We want them to be safe, like you said, and we want to, encourage fair play but good play, and I think that we're well on our way to doing that. And I would encourage anybody to, if they can, to come volunteer for the club. Anything helps. We always need game day staff. I mean, we're learning that today on the first day. But, if you want to come out and help be a part of the club, be part of the culture, feel free. Be part of the staff. Be a stats guy. Who knows? Stats guy or girl. Could be anybody. Just give us a ring at Play Now at Play Now at olytownfc.com. As the run by Jensen Lins. Ooh, a nice crossover, but the chip goes over everybody. It's going to go out of play. Good job by Jensen Lins. Nice fake. Gets around the defender. Just couldn't make the final pass. But I would say, Vanessa, what a success. I'm getting a kick out of the fans moving, following the shadows across in the stadium over there, because the makeup of the crowd has changed since the beginning of the game. But no, what a success for the club today. What a success for you and everybody who helped make this possible. We've been looking forward to this for a long time, especially after winning the NWPL last year. That was fun to win that. And I think, it set the stage to make this a reality. And look at what's happened. Mother's Day, first game. Couldn't ask for anything more.
Yeah, that team last year that went down to Capital FC Athletica and won the NWPL championship, away on a hot day with, a great team that they had of just really local, hyper local talent here.
Yep.
To go down there, it just was. I have no words for that team, because what they did was so amazing.
Yeah.
And they created the opportunity for this team to really grow here in Olympia.
Yeah, it really set the stage, and I think, if today's any indication of what it's going to be like in the future, I think that we're in for a successful run in the USLW.
I just wanted to give one shout out. We've got one mom on the team.
Give as many shout outs as you want.
Kellen.
Yes.
Number 19. She's the mom. She's the only mom on the team.
That's awesome. I have highlighted that she's the veteran on the team.
Yeah.
But she's played professionally for years, and you can just see how calm she is on the ball. That she, on cue, makes a beautiful chip down the line for Rachel Bowler, who makes another outstanding move. Ball comes across, headed up by Brian, headed back into the middle, and cleared out by PDX back to Emily Bunnell. But yeah, I appreciate you bringing that up, because this is a wide range of kids, and she's not a kid. She's a mom. This is fun to have here, and just, thank you for all the work you've done. And it's not just you, but I wanted to highlight you, because you've been a really big part of making this happen. So thank you and congratulations.
Well, thanks for all you do too.
Hey, I'm just here so I don't get fined. So the club doesn't get fined.
Yeah.
No, it's great. But no, best of luck in the future. We've got 9 more games after this and 4 more home games, and really looking forward to seeing what the season brings. With the talent and the coaching we have, the world is our oyster this year, I think. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I hope the team continues to grow into every game and get more confident and comfortable, and keep coming out and playing hard.
Yeah.
As we see there.
Oh, we have a card. We have our first card of the day. It's a yellow card. Yellow card issued To number 22, that is Mary Swisher out of San Ramon, California. She's a teacher in Portland, played for the Vancouver Victory last year. Well, thank you again, Vanessa Crisp. Thank you for coming on and talking a little bit about the USLW club and the Oly Town club as a whole. And best of luck for the rest of the season. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, thanks, John. I'll be back anytime.
Anytime. You're welcome anytime. And we are now in the 75th minute. Score still 1-0. I think the heat has kind of taken a little bit of the air out of the ball today as we head into the hydration break. We're going to take a quick little break as we head into the final stretch of action here for our doubleheader today. We'll be right back for the final portion of the second half. You're watching Oly Town Soccer on the Artesians Broadcasting Network. We are back live from Fouts Field on the campus of North Thurston High School South Sound Stadium, where the Artesians find themselves up 1-0. A first half goal by Kendall Sarver, the difference in the match today. I'd like to thank Vanessa Crisp again for coming on and talking a little bit about the club itself and the community and the culture of Oly Town FC and what we're trying to build here. Thank you all for being a part of it by tuning in and supporting us as we try to bring joy and soccer to the masses. Those are the two goals I have, is to bring joy and bring soccer. And hopefully I'm at least doing one of those today. As we get done with our final hydration break of the day, goalkeeper heading back to the pipes there. That's Shu Oba, playing now at Ole Miss University. Started her career at East Tennessee State. She played with the Japanese senior national team at the 2023 She Believes Cup, which was won by the U.S., I believe. And last year was 3-time Southern Conference Player of the Week at East Tennessee State. And we are back underway. It's Bowler to Tapia. Back to Kellen Green. Long ball finds a running Yasui, but she's called for the offside violation. If the score was determined by offside calls, it would be a rout right now. But the offside trap has been able to keep Oly Town in check for the majority of this game. It was just one breakthrough in the first half, the difference. But now Yasui again comes off, takes the shot, and Yasui puts it in the back of the net. Suzuka Yasui with the goal. 2-0 Oly Town. a giveaway in the middle of the defensive end, and she just turned and ripped it past Barr into the far post. Nothing the keeper could do, and Suzuka Yasui doubles the lead for the Artesians. It's 2-0.
Oly Town goal was number 11, Suzuka Yosu.
And now Oly Town on the defensive end here. Ball goes out. Bowler couldn't get there. It's going to be a throw-in coming up for number 2, Ellie Ruhoff. She gets it in. New into the game right now, number 23, Kelly Huskic, who is a prolific scorer. Went to David Douglas High School, now plays at Clark College. Last year she had 20 goals and 6 assists for Clark College, was named the state's best forward when she played in high school. And now a break again. It's Alex Hobbs. Hobbs gets the shot away, saved by Barr. Alex Hobbs with the breakaway, saved by Barr. That save brought to you by Premier Airport Shuttle. Good save by the goalkeeper for PDX. She looks a little sore after making that play, though. But able to keep the team in it for now as the score remains 2-0. And now entering the game for Oly Town, number 23. In for Yasui. So throw in on the far side comes into Brian. Brian controls, loses possession, back to PDX. Trying to clear the zone, one back. Tapia with it now, makes the turn into the middle. Splits the defense, comes away, gets it to Hobbs. Hobbs with the layoff, gets it to number 23 just in the game, but the ball goes out of play. Out for a goal kick. That's Sophia Green in the game. Sophia Green, number 23 for the Artesians. Almost able to get free on her first touch of the game. Sophia Green, a local product out of Allen, Washington, North Mason High School. Played at the University of Omaha. 2020 Summit League Newcomer of the Year. Has 14 goals and 6 assists in her career at Omaha. And glad to have her back in the South Sound as Alex Hobbs makes a run but can't keep it in play. And it goes out for a goal kick. Crowd sticking around here for the end of this match on Mother's Day in the heat. Good crowd today for the Artesians opener. Thanks to everybody tuning in and listening to me talk about soccer for 5 hours. It's been my pleasure. 83rd minute of gameplay here. 2-0 the score. Kendall Sarver and Suzuka Yosui, the goal scorers for Oly Town. Alex Hobbs had to let that one go as she was offside, held in by Ruhoff. She keeps it in, plays it up to Swisher. Swisher lays it off to Kyle. Stepping up as Bunnell plays it out wide to Hobbs, plays it into the middle to herself, able to maintain possession, clatters into the player there. Kendall Johnson make that Kyle, but able to maintain the ball. And now here comes Jensen Linz on the overlap. Linz tried to get around the defender, couldn't do it. Goes out for a goal kick. As we are now in the 85th minute of play here in about 5 seconds. Shu Oba hasn't had much to do back there as goalkeeper for the Artesians. Good job by the defense to keep Portland just off kilter all game and not able to make any meaningful offensive runs and not really testing the goalkeepers other than one free kick that almost snuck in the top corner in the first half. It's Stevens now. Gets it to Green. Green with a nice reverse pivot. Holds it. Chips it up. Tries to chip the keeper. Good shot. Good attempt. But goes right into the hands of Sophia Barr. Long clearance held in by Huskich. And now foul is going to be called. No advantage played. It's going to be a foul on the far side against Bailey Groom, and she's going to win the free kick for PDX. And she's going to take the free kick for PDX. Lays it down, gets the kick away. Comes into the middle, ball down, smothered by Oba as she finally gets her hands on the ball in the second half and smothers the attempt, no problem. And she lets it go down to her feet and plays it out wide to Kellen Green. Back to Green, out wide. Bowler finds Stevens. Stevens gets away from Swisher. Into the middle, it's Brian, now Sophia Green. She loses control, but a foul called on the back end as as Allie Bryan was taken down. Allie Bryan out of Kennesaw State University. To Lakes High School. Played her club soccer at Washington Premier. Back in the area. Won by Sydney Stevens. Chipped up, it's Sophia Green. Sophia Green pulls it back. She's going to take a shot, and it's going to go just over the post. It's going to hit the football goal post. But Sophia Green showing how dangerous she can be with the ball at her feet. Able to get shots away from anywhere. Unable to control the ball was Kendall Johnson. That goes out for a throw. Ball comes into Tapia. Tapia still has it. Plays it over to Bunnell. Emily Bunnell. Johnson now finds the player. Chinatsu Kao was offside when the ball was made. Bailey Groom didn't know she was offside. She was a little frustrated, but she would have been called if she had run after that ball. So smart play to not go after it. 88th minute here of action. 2-0 the score. Oly Town on top. Rachel Bowler now with it into the middle. Finds Sydney Stevens, back to Bowler. Kellen Green up top looking for Hobbs. It's going to go out of play. It's going to be a throw-in. Alex Hobbs at Pepperdine University. Part of the Seattle Reign Academy, Washington Premier ECNL squads. Plays it into the middle. Out wide to Emma Eddy. Tapia with it now. Finds Sydney Stevens. Eddy. Bryant tried to lay it off. Stolen away by PDX. Overlapping run by Sachs. She plays it down low for Boyer. Boyer can't get there as Bunnell does a good job of shielding the ball away from her, and it's going to go out harmlessly for another goal kick. As we have entered the 90th minute of play, Shu Oba restarts it to Tanya Tapia. Into the middle, Allie Bryan with an off-shoulder run. Plays it over to Bowler. Stevens to Bryan. Stolen away, but ends up back at the feet of Stevens. And now Tapia resets. Bunnell with the long pass, looking for Sophia Green. A good job there by Ellie Schmid to stop the ball from going through. And it's a throw-in on the far side for Oly Town. Ball played to Bunnell.
Zone is completely taken down.
Kellen Green dribbles up. Tried to find Linz, but out of her reach. Stolen away by Tapia, who loses it, and now it's in the feet of Bailey Groom. Here comes Hobbs. Groom stays with it. Over to Hookstick. Tries to find the bending run of Chinatsu Kaio. Unable to do so. Restart as we are in stoppage time now. 2-0 the score. Allie Bryan with it now for Oly Town. Run by Jensen Linz, and she stayed on side. Can she get there? Yes, she can. She keeps it in play. Sophia Green makes the run. Pass doesn't come in. Now it does. A little late. It's going to be kneed up by McLeod and into the hands of Barr. Sophia Green just looking electric out there, making runs. Just couldn't get the ball to her. So that one's headed out of play. It's going to be a throw-in coming up for Kiara Sachs. Swisher now back to McLeod. Chested down to Groom. Groom still with it, out wide to Ruhoff. Ruhoff went with the ball one way as Cal went the other way, and it's going to go out for a goal kick. As Shu Oba gets ready to put it back in play, I'd like to thank our sponsors one last time: Dancing Goats Coffee, Van Dorm Realty, Olympia Jeep, Forma Construction, Well 80 Brew Pub, Nicole's Bar, and Olympia Hotel. As the final whistle sounds and the Oly Town Artesians complete the sweep of the doubleheader against PDX FC with a 2-0 win in the inaugural USL W match in Oly Town Artesians history. Goals by Kendall Sarver and Suzuka Yasui. The difference in the game, but it was a dominant performance by the defense from start to finish that really set the tone for everything. What a way to start the season for the Artesians, men and women, as they both come away victorious with 3 points. My name is John McGlamory, bringing you the action as always. We're going to take a quick break as we finalize end of game procedures here and get things wrapped up after the break. We will be back in just a moment here on the Artesians Broadcasting Network. Welcome back to South Sound Stadium, where the Oly Town Artesians have won the inaugural match in their USL W history, 2-0 over PDX FC. Couple that with the men's team beating PDX FC earlier in the day, 3-0. It was a banner day for the franchise as they both open up the season 1-0. Just a quick wrap-up of the scoring. It was Kendall Sarver from a beautiful pass from Rene Yonaha, who sprung her up the middle, and Sarver able to put it past the keeper bar, put the Artesians up 1-0 in the first half. And then it was Suzuka Yasui who got the ball at about the 20-yard line and rifled a shot past the keeper bar into the upper corner to make it 2-0. And that was the difference in the ball game. Don't forget, next Sunday, the 14th, the USL 2 men's squad takes on Ballard FC here at South Sound Stadium. 3 o'clock kickoff. Get here early for refreshments, food, games, fun. Here at South Sound Stadium, 3 o'clock. Excuse me, 3 o'clock next Sunday. Let's go through our sponsors one last time to thank them for everything that they've done for us this season. Well, we'd like to thank them individually here. Dancing Goats Coffee, Van Dorn Realty, Olympia Jeep, Forma Construction, Well 80 Brew Pub, Nicole's Bar and Hotel, Olympia, and our big save sponsors, Premier Airport Shuttle, Sure Clean Car Wash, GGCW Renovations, Wembley Soccer Shop, ThurstonTalk.com, Foot and Ankle Surgical Associates, and a Washington Orthopedic Center. And of course, our Oly Soccer Foundation sponsors, Bud Bay Law, Oly Fed, Olympia Orthopedic Associates, and the Nisqually Tribe. Thank you all for your support, and thanks for tuning in today for the doubleheader, opening up the season and getting us ready for Summer of Soccer here at South Sound Stadium. Once again, the final score, Oly Town 2, PDX 0. My name is John McLamory, and on behalf of Jordan and Brandon Cartwright of Brandon Cartwright Media, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next week here at 3 o'clock.